The National Library and Information Systems Authority, better known as NALIS, will host Latin Nights 4 from October 9th to 19th this year at the National Library of Trinidad and Tobago on 23 Abercrombie Street in Port of Spain. And this morning, to give us more insight on what we can look forward to, we are joined by the Manager of Corporate Communications for NALIS, Debbie Goodman, as well as His Excellency Gustavo Daniel Feliz Oliveris, the Ambassador of Cuba to Trinidad and Tobago, and Her Excellency Cristina Perez Gutierrez, Ambassador for the Embassy of the Kingdom of Spain to Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
I am delighted to have you here, as we always look forward to something to make us move, and nothing gets me moving like Latin music. This morning, though, this being the 4th edition, we do need to backtrack a little bit, so I will begin with you, Debbie, giving us a little insight as to how this all came about. Why did this start back in 2017?
So, of course, you know, we have a lot of Spanish-speaking persons in Trinidad and Tobago, and it was important for us to not only create an opportunity for communities to come together, but to also create a space where people can learn about each other and, of course, have tolerance, a certain level of tolerance. So, in addition to that, Spanish is supposed to be our second or first foreign language, and therefore NALIS felt it important for us to create a program and create a space for persons to learn and to increase awareness and interest in the speaking of Spanish.
Now, I'm hopping across to the Excellencies because it is easy for us to see and taste and experience a lot of the cultures. So tell us a little bit as to the Cuban experience through these sorts of events, Your Excellency, particularly the culture that we will experience from Cuba in these types of events.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity for the invitation. As you say, we are really proud to be part of this event. Actually, this event, or specifically Cuban Day, will be as part of the program on 18 next Friday, and this is for us is very good because we in Cuban Embassy consider this function as part of the celebration of our National Cultural Day, which is that will be on, or we celebrate our National Cultural Day on October the 20th. October the 20th was the first time that our national anthem was in Cuba in 1868 as part of our independence process, historical independence process. Meaning that, of course, it's very important opportunity that we appreciate, or we express our appreciation to government of Trinidad and Tobago and NALIS Library for this opportunity to be part of this program. We will show a Cuban film, and we will also interpret some Cuban songs, we'll dance, we invite everyone to be part of this program by us.
Now, Debbie, I know that there will be a number of events as we have posted the calendar. The specific ones for the Cuban Embassy would be which days? Besides the 18th, we have a few more, yes?
So we have other, well, Cuba, as he said, is on the 18th, which is a Friday. So
good day.
For persons who were there last year, I mean, there were lots of persons present, and it was absolute fun. Fun, dance, song. People had a great time. So we have different things happening. This year we have a number of countries participating, one extra from last year actually. Chile is on board this year. So we have Peru, because it's going to be part of this program, and Peru has a photographic exhibition at the National Library. Colombia is on the 10th. Mexico is the 11th, also featuring a film. Venezuela is the 12th, which is this Saturday coming, and people can look forward to that presentation. And Argentina is on the 14th, so there's nothing on the Sunday, but we come back on the Monday, which is the 14th. Chile, as indicated, is the 15th, and of course there's a film and dance. And Panama is on the 16th, and Dominican Republic is on the 17th, Cuba on the 18th, and we bring up the rear with Spain.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because we are in Port of Spain. We are very familiar with our Spanish ancestry, so that the way we will experience Latin culture, specifically Spanish, is what I'm looking forward to hearing from Her Excellency now.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, we are very, very happy to participate in this initiative. We are doing it for the third time, and in this year we are going to offer a flamenco dancing and guitar performance, which is going to be, I think, very well appreciated by the Trinidad and Tobago population. You know that flamenco is our main cultural expression. It's not the only one,
Right.
but we like very much to share with you, because flamenco is not, you know, it's an immaterial heritage of the UNESCO, of the humanity, and it's not only a Spanish cultural manifestation. It belongs to all the Latin American manifestation. I was before ambassador to Costa Rica, and I used to say, and I experienced myself, that flamenco was very much well known in that country because a Costa Rican citizen. And we hope to have this experience here in Trinidad and Tobago. And it is important, and we feel very honored to close these Latin nights with this performance. And also we have the possibility that we offer to the citizenship of this beautiful country to accompany us also in November. We will have our traditional Christmas benefit concert, a flamenco concert, that I think that this year is going to be very successful, with a flamenco dancer, which is a fusion between Spain and the Caribbean. She's from Jamaican origin, but she's very well known, and she lives in Sevilla.
Nice.
So I hope you enjoy very much, and also I will invite to all of you to participate to any of the performance from any of the countries, because I've seen the program and there are very nice cultural manifestations that you should be following, because it's wonderful. You are going to enjoy very much.
Immersive experiences bring people out to have a good time. Today is World Mental Health Day, and they talk about how dance, movement, and things like these are good for your mental health. So I'm sure you're going to have an easy time filling the halls. And granted that it's such a dynamic calendar of events, we certainly want to find out how we can be a part of it. All of this has a cost, or is it all free?
It's absolutely free. I have a thing, I like to say it 3 times. Free, free, free.
Emphasis.
And for emphasis. So it's free. It's at the National Library in Port of Spain. That's, can't miss the building, Hart, Abercrombie, St. Vincent Street, next to the Red House, next to Trinity Cathedral. You cannot miss the building. It's all happening at the National Library, and it's all free. Of course, we have limited seats in the auditorium, in the audiovisual room, so we ask people to come early, first come, first serve, as we say. And we ask people to come out and enjoy the uniqueness of each country.
Right. Now, granted that we've had these relations for decades and will continue to do so, it's really important that the learnings that people take away from these events are, one, accessible and continuous. Let's talk about that digitization element. Will there be a hybrid option that persons who couldn't fit into the room can experience, or at least things we could look forward to experience it vicariously?
Well, I can say for next year, maybe at next year we can look at doing it virtually. This year, physical.
You have to be there or be square.
Right. This year, physical. But we, as I said, invite people not only to experience Latin nights, but we do have a Spanish language collection at the National Library with books donated by our Latin American community, our ambassadors, and therefore we invite people to come down and utilize that material as well. Because as I said, it's about people understanding various cultures and getting involved and immerse themselves in the Spanish language.
Now, I cannot have the ambassadors here and not ask their favorite parts of Trinidad and Tobago thus far, because you are sharing significant parts of your culture with us and you have experienced ours. What do you look forward to most in Trinidad and Tobago? I'll start with you. No, he said ladies first, so Her Excellency.
Okay, in my case, I have just arrived. I've been here for just a month, so I don't know too much about Trinidad and Tobago personally. I know because I have read. But I think that the thing that I like the most of this country is its people. I felt very much welcome in this country, and I think that we have many common things between our two countries, even though we are so separate geographically speaking. And I can see many items of our culture sharing with you, and I can see also things from your culture in our culture. So I feel really very happy here.
Couple of seconds, Ambassador.
Yeah, in my case, I have to say that I really happy to be once again posted at the Caribbean. This is actually my first time in the Caribbean. I mean, like a diplomat, because I used to be posted in Bahamas, in Antigua and Barbuda, and now in Trinidad and Tobago. In case of Trinidad and Tobago, I think and I realize, or I highlight that this is a great opportunity that we speaking about the Latin night, because between Cuba and Trinidad and Tobago, there are plenty things in common. I mean, culture. I realize, as you know, Cuba or Cuban culture is as a result of the strong relationship between Spain and Africa. We have everything in our culture, like everything. It's a mix. That's what we can realize in dance, in our song, in our music. Okay, and in Trinidad and Tobago, I realized that it's more or less the same situation.
The same thing.
Religious, everything makes.
Absolutely.
And that's why also I think this is a great opportunity. And to be honest, I'm pretty enjoy to be here with you, share this opportunity.
Well, you guys will enjoy the Latin night happening at NALIS Library. It is the 4th edition and you don't want to miss it, but stick around. We have even more for you here on The Now. We'll be back.